Prime my face, I'm going in with the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Correcting Primer. This is very energizing. It leaves my face feeling very moisturized and awake. And then I'm going in with the Benefit Professional Primer in the center of my face to blur out any pores and fine lines or any imperfections. Then I'm going in with the Maybelline 24-Hour Super Stay Foundation in the shade 105. This is my favorite foundation, and I'm just going in with a nice light coverage and building it up in areas that I need, and I am blending it out with a damp beauty blender. To conceal, I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Fair Beige and the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Fair Warm. I'm first taking the Hydrating Concealer in Fair Beige, and I am applying that under my eyes, on my chin, the bridge of my nose, my smile lines, and any areas that I feel need a little extra coverage. I have very dry skin right now because of the winter, and I also put this over like a few dry patches because this is a hydrating concealer, so I thought that would help cover those a little bit more. And then I go in with the 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Fair Warm, and I apply that over top, and the combination of these two concealers is so beautiful. Very full coverage. This concealer is comparable to the Tarte Shape Tape, and if you have not tried this concealer yet, I really recommend you to try it. If you do have dry skin, I recommend you do the combination of the hydrating and the matte concealer like I do, because I have dry skin and this is what works for me. And to set my face, I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way Pressed Powder Foundation in the shade Cream Puff, and I'm just applying that to my face using a powder puff. I know this seems extreme and it seems like a lot, adding a powder foundation over top of a full coverage base, but this is honestly just how I love my base. This is so full coverage and this powder is amazing. For the eye look, I'm going in with the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm taking the shade Silk Cream on a Morphe M518 brush, and I'm just applying that to my crease and blending it out until it's nice and blended. I really want a blown out blended effect in the crease, but this eye look is super easy. The hardest part is probably the diamonds, so just throw a neutral shade in your crease and you should be good to go. The next shade I'm going in with is Pooter on a Morphe M573 brush. This shade is slightly darker from the first shade, and I'm just keeping it lower in my crease. This is just going to create a little depth and dimension to the look, just darkening it up a little bit, and it looks beautiful. Next, I'm just going in with a white shimmer shade. Any white or shimmery shade would work for this. And I'm just kind of mapping out where I'm going to put the glitter. To be honest, I think you could even skip this step, but I already did it to the other eye, so I might as well do it to this eye. That way they can be even. But I really do think you could skip this step and just jump right into the glitter. I'm just going to take the Stila Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Diamond Dust, and I'm applying it onto my Morphe JH42 brush, and I'm just tapping that right over the white shimmer shade we just placed on our eyelids, and I just keep tapping that until I get a nice intense glitter. And now I'm going in with the shade Pooter on a Lavish detail brush, and I'm just deepening up that crease and making sure everything's nice and blended, and then going in with the Stila glitter again one more time, and I'm just perfecting any areas that I feel like need a little more glitter. Now I'm taking these Swarovski crystals in the shade White Opal, and I'm just applying a little bit of eyelash glue on them, and I'm applying them to my eyes using some tweezers. I put 4 against my lower lash line, 2 above my lower lash line, and 1 at the very top of the eyelid. And then I'm going in with the Kiss Lash Couture in the style Chiffon. I also applied these shades from my crease on my lower lash line and just smoked it out and added mascara. I love the diamonds, they really did help make this look. But now I'm going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer and my Morphe M506 brush, and I'm just contouring my nose, drawing 2 lines down the center of my nose, and I also contour around my nostrils. And I just try to keep them close together, and then I go in with my e.l.f. concealer brush and I just start blending that out, and I just blend until I'm happy and I feel like the nose contour is nice and blended and looks much more natural. And also, I just forgot to mention that I added 2 of the big crystals in my inner corners for that inner corner highlight, that inner corner diamond. And then now I'm going in with my Benefit Hoola brush and that same bronzer, and I'm just going to contour and bronze up my cheekbones. I prefer using a bronzer rather than a cooler, more contour shade. Just for me personally, I feel like when I use a cool toned contour shade, I look a little muddy, so I really do like going in with a bronzer instead. And it just works for me, but do whatever works for you. If contour shades work for you, go in with a contour shade. To me, it's all the same thing pretty much. And I'm also taking that bronzer and I'm contouring my jawline just to give the appearance of a nice defined jawline. I love contouring my jawline. It just looks so sharp and defined. I love it. Now I'm taking my Morphe M4 37 brush and I'm just blending over the areas that I just contoured, and I'm blending everything out so that we have no harsh lines and everything looks nice and airbrushed and flawless. And now I'm just adding that same Hoola bronzer to my forehead using a Morphe JH02 brush. This is the best brush for bronzer. You can get your bronzer done in seconds. I love this brush. Now I'm going to bake my face. I am using the Maybelline loose finishing powder to bake, and I'm just baking under my cheekbones and on my nose. I love the process of baking. Like, it always looks so satisfying to me. Like, don't you guys think? I'm not the type of person that can just throw my bake on and go. I don't know why I have to be so precise with it. Is that just me, or is anyone else like that too? Now I'm going in with the Studio Makeup Luminous Loose Blush and using a Morphe JH06 brush. I love this blush. It's so pretty and so natural looking. It gives you a beautiful finish on your cheeks. I can't even explain it. Sadly, they don't make it anymore. Studio Makeup, if you're watching this, please bring back this blush. It's amazing, but you can still find it online a lot for about like 10 bucks. So if you can find it, pick it up. Then I'm taking this Japanese contour and highlight brush and I'm just blending the areas that I just applied that blush to make sure that everything is nice and blended and very flawless. Taking my e.l.f. concealer brush, I'm just wiping away the bake down the center of my nose. That way I can add highlight. And for highlight, I'm taking the Tarte Pro Glow palette and I'm using the shade Strobe and Stunner. And I'm just applying that to my chin and the tip and bridge of my nose. I don't use a lot of highlight anymore. I really just like the simple highlight look. And now I'm taking my Morphe M437 brush and I'm just wiping away all of that bake and just running the brush along my cheeks and everything just to make sure everything is very nice and blended. I blend a lot, you guys. That's how I get a very like airbrushed, I feel like smooth looking base. It's blending. Blending is the key. Now I'm taking my KKW Beauty lip liner in the shade Nude 3 and I'm just going to line my lips If you really want to find a good lip liner, I really recommend you guys the Morphe ones. I really need to stock up on those. But until then, I am using my KKW Beauty lip liner, which is amazing, but just as good as the Morphe ones, and the Morphe ones are cheaper, just letting you guys know. Now I'm using the Sephora Collection Liquid Cream Lip Stain in the shade 40, and I'm just applying that to my lips. And then I also did go ahead and I took the Dose of Colors Desi X Katie lipstick in the shade More Creamer Please, and I applied that to my lips, but I guess the camera wasn't on. And then I'm using the Maybelline Color Sensational lipstick in the shade 755, and I'm just applying that to the center of my lips and blending it out with my finger. Now I'm going to set my face using the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This is a very good setting spray. It's a dupe for the MAC setting spray. And then I'm going in with the Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face setting spray to finish off the look. This is the final makeup look. I absolutely love the way it turned out. It's so gorgeous, so sparkly. I love the sparkles, the glitter, the diamonds, the nude base. I love this look so much. It came out so good. It's perfect for Christmas, for New Year's, if you want to be sparkly and glam, but it's still very neutral, which is good because it can go with a lot of different outfits and everything. I really love the way this look turned out. My boyfriend loved this look on me. It was so gorgeous in person. It's very, very sparkly and in different lighting. I was too late for the golden hour. I would have loved to take some pictures in golden hour, but the sun sets so early now. But I will throw in a video that I took on my phone in different lighting just to show you guys how sparkly this look really is. I love it so much, and I really hope you guys enjoy this video too. Let me know if you decide to wear it for Christmas or New Year's or anything coming up. This is just a gorgeous, gorgeous look, and I hope you guys like it as much as I do. If you did like this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. And if you do decide to recreate this look, please tag me or DM me in your pictures on Instagram or Twitter. I love seeing your guys' recreations. You guys are so talented and stunning, and this is a super, super simple, super easy look, so don't be intimidated by it because I promise it's so easy. The hardest part is the diamonds. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy holidays!